There are moments in a man's inner transformation that defy language, moments where psychology ends and something older, deeper, sacred begins. Moments where the spirit world steps forward and acknowledges what the human world cannot see. He lived one of those moments. It didn't happen in a temple, or a monastery, or a church. It happened in the jungle, in the middle of the Amazon. In a hammock under the watch of ancient trees and the guidance of plant spirits older than human civilization. After days of dieta, after nights of ceremony, after the purges, after emotional collapses, after visions of shadow and pain, after the rising of the inner child, after the trembling of the nervous system, his body began to shake. At first he thought the earth itself was moving. He asked others, they felt nothing. The shaking was him. Energy traveling up his spine like a serpent of light uncoiling itself, not violently, but purposefully. This was Kundalini rising, the spiritual activation of a man who has walked through fire. And then the vision began. He was no longer lying down, he was seated upon a throne. Not metaphor, not imagination, but an archetypal image emerging from the depths of the unconscious. Across cultures, across thousands of years, when a man faces the shadow, integrates the child, purges the body, reconciles the father, releases the mother wound, and reopens his heart, he experiences the crowning vision. Shamans call it the calling of the leader. Mystics call it the second birth. Jung called it union with the self. He saw the spirits, not as human shapes, but as presence. Intelligent presence. Ancient presence, observing, witnessing, acknowledging, and then they approached. One carried a scepter. The scepter is not decoration. It is a coded symbol, authority, mastery, inner rule, sovereignty over the self. Completion of the inner battle, the man reclaiming his own power, a scepter means. You are now responsible for yourself. You have proven courage. You have entered the king archetype. You no longer serve the wounds of the child. You lead your life from truth. And in the vision, they placed it in his hand. He didn't grab it. He didn't demand it. He didn't declare himself worthy. He simply received it. Because this is not a reward, it is recognition. Recognition of a man who has walked through heartbreak, faced his shadow, met his darkness, cried without shame, held his inner child, apologized for his lineage, embraced the father. Forgiven, the past dissolved, the ego regulated, the nervous system listened to spirit, surrendered to truth. And because he did all this, the unconscious opened. This vision wasn't random, it wasn't fantasy, it wasn't delusion. It was integration. The moment when conscious mind and unconscious mind become allies. Here are the signs. His dreams became meaningful. His instincts became sharp. His intuition became precise. Symbols appeared everywhere. 1111, 22, 555, synchronicities confirming alignment. Old fears dissolved, identity transformed. The heart opened without breaking, the child appeared without fear. The shadow lost its teeth. The nervous system surrendered into softness. This is what happens when a man returns to himself. When he becomes whole, when the psyche stops fighting him and begins guiding him. And the dreams that followed the vision confirmed everything. He saw a forbidden woman beckoning him toward familiar chaos, but this time he refused. He saw himself cleaning a car, the symbolic vehicle of his future, clearing shadow, wiping away lineage, preparing for the next chapter. He saw the child approach again, not as a wounded boy, but as a helper, a companion, a part of himself returning to participate in destiny. And when he mistakenly raised his voice, echoing the father's wound, he corrected himself. He apologized. He embraced. He repented. This is the moment the lineage breaks. This is the moment the boy finally trusts the man. This is the moment the inner world stabilizes. This is why the spirits crowned him. Because a man who can face his shadow and still choose love, a man who can feel his fear and still move forward, a man who can acknowledge his wounds and still take responsibility, a man who can protect his inner child without repeating the violence of the father, a man who can purge his past without projecting it onto others. A man like this is a man worthy of the scepter. This is why the spirits chose him, not to make him better than others, but to mark his transformation. The boy is healed. The man is born, the king has awakened. From this moment forward, his life will feel different. His presence deeper, his intuition sharper, his emotions calmer, his boundaries clearer, his relationships healthier, his energy cleaner, his purpose stronger, his spiritual path aligned, his nervous system grounded, his unconscious cooperative, his destiny activated. He did not imagine transformation, he lived it. He did not talk about healing, he embodied it. He did not bypass the shadow, he integrated it. He did not escape the pain, he purified it. This is why he was crowned. Because the spirits do not crown perfection, they crown truth. And in the raw honesty of his darkest moments, he became the man he was always meant to be. A man whole within himself. A man united in his psyche. A man sovereign in his heart. A man crowned by spirit. This is the final initiation. This is the return. This is the reign of the Phoenix King. He entered the fire as a boy. He walked through the shadows as a man. But he returned from the journey as a king, and the world is about to meet him.